Hello, welcome to this Build With Me video. Today I'm building this one set, which I've been waiting 35 years to do, 6541, the Intercoastal Seaport. Been waiting so long to build this set. There's so many cool things in this. Like I said, from 1991, so I've been waiting 35 years to build this. And today we're going to build it with you. If you have this set and we're waiting to build it, join me. We're going to build it right now. Check out all the cool features inside this box. Okay, so here we are. This is 6541, the Intercoastal Seaport from 1991. And this is the original box. It's in great shape. Just a bunch of bumps and bruises, that's about it. The even funnier thing is it was bought on clearance for $24.99 way back when. And I'm super excited to open it up. Just to take a look, lay of the land on the inside. I always had a flap where you can see all the cool features of the set and a little blurb about the set itself, as well as the window where you can see everything inside. So like I said, this is used set, so I have all the pieces in a bag. But I made through, they're all in there. And of course, what I've been always telling you in all of our previous videos is the back, which has the alternating designs of what you could build with these sets. Classic of like all the 90s, the 80s, going back as far as the 70s, of things you could alternately build with your set. So there's stuff like an oil rig and a boat ramp, and a bunch of other things. Super awesome. So let's open it up. I'll show you what is in the box. So these bigger sets always came with a tray, like this. That's it. And all the pieces would be in there with your 5 pieces. So we have our dock pieces, which are a raised piece with a flat top. And the ramp piece so that you can drive your vehicles up it. It's pretty awesome. And then all of the pieces. Ooh. The sticker pack, which they're still in great shape, which we're going to put on today, and our instructions. Cool. And there's only so many instructions for this whole set. not like they are now. So put the insert back in the box. Like that. So let's get started and we'll start building. Get our stickers and whatnot out of the way. So, having some classic 1990s nostalgia, he used to only keep all the bags together inside the box, so they weren't separated by bags for sections that you would build the set with. It was all the pieces all at once, and you would have to dump them all out, get them all sorted out, and build them just like this without being separate bags for each part of the set. So I'm going to separate as much of the pieces as I can. And we'll put it all together. Alright. People pieces. A lot of blue in here for the ship. Transparent pieces for windows and such. And there's going to be pieces in this set that you haven't seen in over maybe 20 years or so. Like these which are the hinges for the tops of vehicles, so you can put the minifigure in them. A lot of string in here. Some of these gates you don't see very often either anymore. Or things like these you don't see either, which normally were for gates or tracks or slides or ramps. Also the gray, these are the actual original gray, which were more yellowish than the new bluish gray that we currently have. These are actual light gray. Some original dark gray, which is also a little brownish looking, which is also different. Now this set has 400 and I believe 15 pieces. 45 pieces, sorry, 545 pieces. So this should be about as many pieces as the excavator or the bulldozer we built a couple videos back. So go back and check out those videos if you're enjoying building these sets with me. Let's see, old motorcycles, they don't make these parts anymore, which I think these were the best motorcycle designs that Lego's ever made. It's not like overbearing on the minifigure. They fit in them very easily. You can hardly take the wheels out, which is good, so you're not like chewing or bending them as a kid. Then there's some other stuff like the old water vests or safety vests for if you're working near the water. Life vests, sorry, life vests. That's the word I'm looking for. And like bicycle tires, which you do see now, but this is like a standard bicycle tire. Almost done sorting it out here. We have stuff like this, which is the fishing rod. Here's the top part for that hinge for the trucks and the vehicles to get in and out with your minifigures. Hard hat. Just about done. So I'm finished sorting through all the gray and the black. A little bit of red left. We'll get all these windows out of the way. Also, this set has some of the smallest pieces we don't use anymore also in them. So let me finish sorting out these windows and I'll show you. So pieces like this Technic piece here. So these Technic pieces were used in various sets. Let's see here. So I'll move it a little closer so you can see. So you can see here it's got a toothed insert, but smooth on the back. It was used for holding in like axles and whatnot for a lot of the Technic pieces. Now the new ones they produce are flat on both sides instead of having the tooth side, which is not a big deal, but still they don't make it anymore. Or even these motorcycle tires like this. They have the pegs on the inside, but they don't make these motorcycles anymore, so. There we go. All right. So, but there's a lot of them. Legs. Another window. Let's see if we can stuff all of our black over here. Just below the camera if we can. Okay, so. All right, so we're going to start with our instruction book here. And we start here with the lawnmower. I guess you would call it. It would be a tractor as well. So we're going to need a couple axles here. And a 2x6. And the pieces are a little dusty because, again, this is a used set, but that's okay. And then we're going to make room for the motor. Let's see here. Oops, some gray in here. There we go. There it is. And some bundle pieces for the lights. And the top. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta put one more piece on the bottom here. Yeah, there you go. Like that. And the axle. And we'll put on some wheels. This. And because this is a set from the 90s, this set is a 4-wide vehicle. So it's only this wide. It's as wide as they're going to get. So I'll put that off to the side right there. We're going to build the crate that it came in, or that it was shipped in. So and I used to have a bunch of these when I was younger with various things in them, but mostly tractors, which is really funny. So Lego Town back in the day, and that's what this is, Lego Town. It's not Lego City. used to produce a good amount of tractors. I'm guessing lawn tractors. And then we'll put our walls on. And the steering wheel that goes inside the container that the tractor gets shipped with. Then you put the tractor on the inside like this. And the funnest part about putting these together is the chair, as soon as I find it. No, here it is. The chair sits on the back between the wheels so it doesn't fall out like that. And then we build the top that the crane grabs it by, which is this top panel here. And the hook. Which goes on like this. And then it snaps to the top. Just like that. There you go. You have your container to ship your tractor in. Pretty nice and simple. With the chair, the steering wheel, all in one container. Boom. So that is the front page of our instructions. Alright, so here's where we build our workers. And there we go. Here's where we build our workers. If you notice, they all have the same face in them. I will show you here. Oop, put all the faces together real quick. Here you go. All the faces are exactly the same because that's what they built back in the this time of Lego. So our first guy is going to have, which has his Seaport logo on his chest, is going to have his life vest and his legs and his white hard hat. That's one. And then we have one of our dock workers. His black overalls, like I was showing last time about the cement mixer. This is the homage. It was an homage to a guy with overalls, so here is one. With the black overalls and black pants. And a hard hat. There we go. And then this one is the actual homage to this series. Is the blue guy with blue overalls and a baseball hat. And then we have our other worker who has just basic red overalls with red pants and just hair, comb over hair, just like that. And finally, our captain has a great button-down jacket. He's wearing a tie. He's got the Seaport logo and his captain's hat. Also doubles as a police officer's hat. There we go. All right, so now we're going to build another container. This container is going to hold the motorcycle that we were talking about earlier. There we go. Then we have, so let's put the box together real quick. Got our outer sides and our inner sides. This looks like this. Connect the two halves together on the outside. And we need our 1x2 tiles so that the motorcycle has somewhere to sit nicely in the box. That. And then we have our guides. So we have one here. And should have another one here. Here it is. There we go. And just like the other box, we have our sides. So I have our entire box here. Move that out of the way so we can get our motorcycle built. So here's this. It's got one headlight and a square tail light. There we go. Plus you can do a lot with these two studs on the back. And then our motorcycle wheels. And these just snap on. One like that. And the other one on the back. And yes, these are great because the motorcycle has these two slots that the wheel just sits into and then goes, snaps right in. And then it just sits, standing by itself. Doesn't need any pegs like the newer ones does, just balances on the wheels. It's another reason why I love the old motorcycles better. So we'll put the motorcycle in like this, and it'll just sit between the two pegs like this. And we'll put the top together. Like this. And put it on top. And that's our whole box with our motorcycle in it. Just like that. Cool. So now we have two boxes. Two. Alright, so now we're going to work on our cab of our tractor trailer truck here. So again, this is going to be a 4-wide vehicle. There we go. So I'm going to be using these 2x4 flats with 3 holes on the inside because pegs are going to end up going through there. And then we have a longer 2x8 which has the same thing. They'll go like this. So you can see straight through. Another 1x2. And then we're going to put another 2x4. And a grate like this. And one of these, which also has a hole in it. And then a round 2x2 tile. There we go. So that's what we look like so far. Now we're here, set 4. And then here's another piece we haven't seen in a long time. This is a vehicle piece with fenders that they used to make a lot of in the 90s to make vehicles pretty easy. They were used for all kinds of things, from tractor trailers to just single cars. It was like your entire base for your car. For numerous ones. So when we do more 90s sets, you'll see that this piece come up a lot more often. Alright, we'll add our lights. This is going to be a cab over style tractor trailer truck. So and our steering wheel. And we'll build the outsides of the cab. We'll add our grill. Like that. Let's see, we're going to add our classic doors. There's one, and where's the other one? Ah, here it is. Our classic door here. Oh, also we have to round out this corner to make it flat so we can add doors on. So we do 1 and 2. And just like these old instructions don't show which pieces you need, so you had to tell the difference between one picture and the other. So if you did your highlights back in the 90s, which was a magazine where you're sitting in a doctor's office, so you've gotten the mail, they had a lot of those games in there if you can tell the difference between the two pictures. And here is where it actually works in actual life. We'll put our windshield on. And then we're going to use those old pieces like I told you. So this is a back hinge and a top hinge. It goes together like that. And then we put it on the vehicle like this. So now if you want to put, when you want to put the minifigure in, so I will do, where's our, yeah, here we go. You open the top, it stays just where it is. Put your minifigure in and close the top. And he is one happy minifigure. Just like that. Now, like I said, 4-stud vehicle, no place to put a coffee cup, just your driver with all the room he has right here. So, and because this is an early 90s, the tires also fit within that 4-wide vehicle size. So, like you see the newer tires on some of the new vehicles, like we did with the cement mixer, they would stick out a little farther. So this was a true 4-wide vehicle. We're also going to go ahead and add the bumper on the front, which was something we didn't see very often, because if you see, it's just these two pieces with the bumper on the front. It was secure on the bottom like this. And that's it. That's all that would hold it in. So it would fall off a little easy back in the day. Then we have pieces like these, which would act as engines and exhaust pipes. And this also we're going to put on the bottom. This one. And this is it. This is the entire cab with your exhaust pipes, your cab section for your driver to sit in, your driver, your grill, your headlights, and your bumper. Cool. Alright, next we're going to put the trailer together and the bicycle. So let's start with the bicycle. We get our tires. And you've seen these bicycles before, only now the new ones have 2 pieces. This one is one single piece, where we just have to turn the bicycle piece together. The little wheel sits on the side. And the wheel should snap in nicely. Should is the real word. There we go. Just like that. And then we have our little headlight and our round little tail light. And that's the whole bike. Cool. Alright. And then just to get the simple stuff out of the way, we'll do the fishing rod, which is this piece of string here, just like this. And this was really simple. So you take the string and you put it through the hole in the fishing rod like this. And then all you had to do was take a single gray stud, put it on the fishing pole like this. Ooh. I forgot, you have to put the, string through the hole like this. That. And then you have to make a knot on one end so that it wouldn't fall out like it did. So we're going to make a little knot here. So practice your knots, kids. So that when you pulled it, it didn't fall out of the hole. I'm going to put a double one in there just to be safe. There we go. And then we put the stud in. After we feed the line through, oh no, gotta make sure it's in the right way. There we go. And then we'll put the line through the little hole in the top. We'll put the stud on it like this. That way, if you pull, it doesn't come out. Oh shoot, and of course I forgot to put it through the top. Hold on a minute. Good thing about them giving you such long string. You cut it a little bit if you make a mistake. Alright, so we're gonna fit it through our, there we go, through our fishing pole. And then through one side of the rod, pull it through, we'll make our knot. One, and two. There we go. And then we'll take our stud, we'll put it on the fishing rod like this, and we'll pull our string, and there we go. There's our whole fishing rod, just like that. Cool. And this guy, with the suspenders, we'll get a fishing rod to go fishing. There. Alright. Alright, so let's work on our trailer. So we have two of these, a whole bunch of tiles. And again, these things were very simple back in the 90s. It's a simple 2x4 stud wide vehicle. And then some 1x2 slats top. And this is going to hold those boxes we made. As soon as I find the rest of the tiles, goodness. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. These are supposed to be gray. Here we go. So there's the deck. We're going to flip it over, and we are going to use a couple of things. So we're going to do a quick little mini build really quick for the back lights, for the tail lights of the trailer, like this. And that's going to sit on the back here like this, just under those first two studs. And we'll add our frame, make it a little more rigid. And then we're going to add our trailer hitch here. And this is a piece that we used on the car carrier a couple videos ago. And it will go under here like this. So that's the entire trailer frame here. And we're going to add a knob on it like this with the 4 studs sticking out, which I'll show you what it's for in a minute. And then we're going to put our landing gear down onto it. And I don't believe they use these pieces very often anymore either, with these little boot pieces with the hinges in it. So it's going to end up like this. There we go. With one of these at the end. Very, very simple. And 2 studs to make it look like little wheels. Or feet, if you would. Just like this. And then we're going to put on our axle for our rear wheels on our trailer. Here we go. Oh. And like this. There we go. And one more axle for our rear trailer to get rid of our wheels. Like so. Alright, so as you can see, this is the bending part for the landing gear to hold the trailer up so that the tractor, we'll back it up a little bit, make a little room here. So the tractor can come right under it like this, and where this peg is will fit right into that hole of the trailer. Of the tractor. And then you just pull it under and then slide the landing gear back. It sits on the truck and just rotates on this circular tile. So the truck can articulate like this and go up and down, still stay connected. The only thing is if it goes over a hill like this, it'll fall out a little bit, but as it comes down, it'll slide right back into the hole. So that's the entire thing. And it only was 8 instructions. Alright, so we are going to put the boxes on the trailer like so. Here you go. This is the entire truck build. All 4 studs of it. And it feels a little flimsy because it is from the 90s, but it's still pretty darn awesome. Just listening to the axles click is awesome. Alright, so let's do our boat. And this is actually pretty wide. This is bigger than I thought it would be. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now, this boat is built with pieces, not a hull, as some of the floatable boats would have if they were built with all the floatable pieces. Did something wrong here. Let's see. 8. Another 8. Oh, that's what I'm missing. There we go. So our holes going together like this. There we go. And we'll add the back end. So like I said, this is not a foldable hull, even though it's made of the plastic pieces. There's way too much room for water to get in here. Trust me, I have tried over many, many years. And then we'll put our, I think this is the engine room area with the conning tower on top of it. So I'll put that here. There we go. And then we're going to add a front part of our base, which is this part here, which perfectly fits the front end of the boat. Super. And we have another hook we're going to put in here for when it picks up other things. And then we're going to start with the front on section number 4. Just like that. And we'll do a quick little mini build here. So we'll do it like this. And a ladder. Oh, wait a minute. Need 2 of these and a ladder. There we go. And 1, 2. And some control knobs and levers. Should have another one in here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, that's the black one. Another black one. I have 2 black ones. Interesting. All right, so I'm just going to put a black one here for now until I find a different one. Like I said, use set. That's what we got. We're going to put this right here on our ship. Cool. And then we're going to work our way around back the other way. And this piece already has the name of the ship, Diana, on the back as a sticker. So we have extra stickers. I think that was the only sticker applied. Oh no, one other sticker was applied, but that's okay. So make sure it's on there nice and tight. Cool. All right, up here to number 5, working our way forward again with the yellow piece and a fire extinguisher. I'm going to put that right here. Cool. And for the back end, we're going to need some windows for this section. Would help if you put them on the correct way. There we go. And we do that right there. And let's see. What am I missing? I am missing. Oh, right. I have to go back a step. I forgot to put some pieces here. So one of these. And one of these. And one of these. Just like that. There we go. And I'll add some more walls to the engine room here. And the back half of the boat here. And what else we got here? These. And the ropes on both sides for rope, if it were to be moored. That's also going to be the same on this side as well. All right. Then we're going to put a little bit more on. So here we are at step 6. We're going to put another portion of the hull on through the front, like that. And again, fits almost absolutely perfectly. Actually, absolutely perfectly. And then we're going to have 2 more studs here for, again, mooring the boat with the rope. If you're pretending that your boat was to be moored. There you go. We'll add the back half of our boat here, like this. And our deck for our control center. And a ladder, which I'm pretty sure this is supposed to pretend to be the engine. Alright, so now we're going to work on the top deck here. We're going to need a couple of these here. These like this. So we have one here. 2x3s that go to the top. And to the side we're going to put these clips. Just like that. Cool. And then the rest we're going to put, the rest of the work for this section we're going to put on the top. So we're going to work from our way back, like this. And then some edges. Oop. Split it out a little bit to make it look like the cabin sticking out over the top of the deck. Do the same on the opposite side. And this in the middle. Just like that. Cool. Turn the page. Alright, so now add a couple more things in the front, which is these 2 slopes. And our boat's starting to take shape a little bit. Oh, almost forgot our steering wheel. And some more walls for the top of the boat. 1, 2. And some inverted slopes. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Just like that. So here's our boat so far. Alright, so now we move on to number 9, step 9 here, where we put the top of the deck on to the forward end of our boat. Like this. Look at that. Looks like a real hull. Break through some ice. Yeah. Cool. Alright, and then we're going to put our front piece of our cabin on like this. And this back end here. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot the under end. Part of the 2x3 for our engine block. And then I'm going to grab 2 of these. Put them on the back. Then we'll put the top on like this. And a 1x6 plate like that. Oop. There we go. Alright. And one of these. Cool. So we got a nice level back end. Alright, so first, for number 10, we're going to put the rotator on the front. We're going to put this right here in the middle. on the front part of the hull, right on the top, front deck. And then, before we do the mini build, we're going to flatten out our top end here. So we're going to do this. And, oops, not those. These two go like that, so it's nice and flat. We're going to add some slopes on these sides. Just like that. Now we'll do our mini build. So we're going to need one of these. One of these. We're going to build our smokestack. Oh, wait, nope, not that one. This one. No, that was the right one. Our red 2x3 brick, and our plate. All right, we'll put this in like this. And this is going to connect right to our back end here, where the engine was, coming up from the bottom. Cool. All right, on to 11. So I'm going to put our anchor holder in the front, and our crane tower on this end here. Just like that. Cool. Then we're going to add some windows for our ship. One's going to go on the back, on either side. There we go. And then we're going to add some inverted slopes on either side. Just like that. Cool. And then we'll add a little bit more to our smokestack. 2. Cool. On to number 12. On our crane arm onto the hinge of the front tower. There we go. And our crane spool holder. And then we'll put our captain in. Because why not? He's driving. Hi. Alright, and then we're going to add our... Oh. Wait a minute. Yeah. We're going to add our top part and our lights. Red for port, green for starboard. We're going to secure them down with some 1x3s like this. Just like that. Alright, let's turn the page. Oh, wait. And one of these for the top of our smokestack. Just like that. Moving on to number 13, where we bring the final part of the tower together. So move this out of the way while we build our bridge. So, a couple of these, a couple of these, a couple of these. So use to space these out, make the basic shape in the 90s. And then you would build atop it. So we are going to start with our windows here. And it would go down like this. Same thing on the other side. These are simple because they have studs on them, so they just snap into the holes on the bottom of the windows. You push them in and they just snap right in. Then we'll put in our windshield for the top of the bridge, and then we'll just put the top right on, just like this. Super simple. And then to be able to open and close it, we're going to use these hinge pieces again, like we did for the truck, only smaller, so it sits flush on the top of the boat, like this. We'll put some vents on there. Like that. And this will sit on the back like this. And then we can build up around that top bay, just like it does look on a ship. Just like that. Then we will add a forward clip like this. Then, to make it even more interesting, this open spot here on the boat is where the tower will sit. And then this 4-stud on the hinge will go right in that slot. Just press down on that. Then, to get your captain in and out, all you do is turn up the front. They are not doing this anymore. This is the coolest thing ever. If this were now, you would take the top off. It would just be those single stud plates without the hinge. And you would take the captain out. I think this is so much better. Plus, there's a lot of room in this captain's quarters to be able to customize it. And then to add a little more, we're going to add some smokestacks onto our ship. Like this. Cool. And then we're going to add our crane on the front, which this one, back in the day, which they don't have now, has a metal hook. And to prove it is metal, I'm going to tap it on this pair of scissors. You can hear that metallic clink. So, we're going to take it, feed it through our slot in here, across this slot here, and down into our crane. And just to keep it moving, we're going to keep it a little taut so that we can wind it up. It's a long string too. Almost as though whoever used this might have switched the wrong strings for whatever they were using with this in the crane, but we'll find out. Anyway, so that's where we are so far. And then we're going to put a light on the top of the mast so that the string doesn't slide out. It just passes in and out very simply. So we're going to take the hook and we're going to hook it to the inside hook on the ground, just like that, so that it can travel without moving around a whole bunch. Get it nice and taut so the crane doesn't move and the hook doesn't move. And then our worker, our dock worker, can help sort it out, just in case. Alright, so now we're going to do 14, which is going to be our conning tower with all of our important things on it. So let's put this out of the way for a minute. So we have one of these. This is going to connect to a 1-stud, which is going to be our air horn. And our antennas. 1, 2, just like that. And we're going to do one more little build, which is clip this light into here. I'll bring our boat back, and our conning tower will go right on the top here with our 1 floodlight. It's going to go on the front. And it's going to be able to shine down on the deck so the workers can see what they're doing. And then we're going to add our two giant antennas onto the rear clips like this. And one on the opposite side. And then we're going to put these flat circles with the rounded edge like we had on the Coast Guard truck on the bottom. So that when you're playing with it, it gently glides across the floor or across the carpet very easily. And I should have one more here. Oh, there's the other antenna we were looking for. We'll just replace that antenna with the correct one. There we go. There we go. See, now our controllers to move it up and down and left and right. Cool. And now the best part is we're going to put on some stickers. So excited. It's taken 35 years to get these stickers to put on them, just to get the whole set. And I get to put them on. Ah, so excited. So we're going to take a Diana one. Oops. And I'm going to take this here, put it on the piece separator. And one's going to go right here. Cool. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Ah, cool. Alright, then we're going to take these straight lines and we are going to put them, let's see here, so it's got to go from, let's say, the second one here all the way across the front like this. And the stickers are in absolutely amazing condition. There we go. Look at that. And the one thing that they do now that they did back then that they don't do now is that this sticker is grinding across two pieces. They don't do that now. All the stickers will either be printed as a printed tile or to go across one piece. So that if you took it apart, they wouldn't be stuck together with the sticker. Alright, so let's do this back one. That's going to start here and go all the way back. There we go. And then we have our level to show how far down the boat is sitting. So on this side it's going to be facing this way. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, I had that right. Look at that. Here we go. There's our level and our name and our lines. Cool. Do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to start from here, right in the middle. There we go. And this one. And finally our level. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Cool. And that's it. That's the whole boat. The Diana cargo ship with the crane, worker, sea captain, engine, antenna, and so much more. Cool. Oh, I'm loving this. Alright, last couple things. Now, these are going to be a little difficult. So we're going to be working with the dock pieces here. And we're going to need some room. So, I'll do the best I can with this camera, but we're going to use that camera a bunch. So, we're going to do this just like that. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we have these 4 pieces that are going to hold the dock together. That look like this. Cool. And then we have, where those are, the ladders in case someone falls off of the dock. And it'll go all the way down to the end. On both sides. Oh wait, no, just one side. And that's actually going to be on this side. Because I'm silly. Cool. Now, check this out here. We're going to secure the dock bits together on the bottom with some gray pieces here. Just like this. Oh, these ones are already on. They never took them off. Cool. I'll flip it back over, and we'll do this here. So we're going to make the alerts on the end in case you're getting close to the end so you don't drive off the dock. 1. And 2. And then we have a mini build here, which is actually 2 mini builds. So we have 2 of these with some single studs. We actually have to build 4 of these. So here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And 4. And we're going to use these dark gray pieces, which are very rare to find in an old set like this. They're going to go together like this. So it looks like the gate. Ooh. Jeez, I can't catch a break today. Alright, I'm going to flip it over so we can see what we're doing on this side. And these are going to slide right into place like this. Boom. And we'll do it again. Nope, there they are. One, two. 1, 2. And we'll put the tops on to hold on to the dock. And then we'll slide them right in just like this. Cool. Alright, let's turn the page. Alright, so getting real serious now. Alright, so let's do the gate part here. So we'll put our warning lights on so that you don't drive off the dock. Four. And these are going to snap into these sections like this. Real easy. Just like that. And now we are going to put in the crane sections. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And to make it even more complicated, we're going to add the front portion of our dock here, like this. So we have to put this mini build together here. So I'll flip it over. Move the dock out of the way for a minute. Do it like this. Oh, wait a minute. A little corner piece here. There we go. There we go. We're going to hold the docks together. One, 2, and then everything we just put on there, we're going to double up so it's tall enough. Just like this. And then we're going to put that on our dock here, like this. Cool. All right, flip it over. So it gets a little kind of hard to see here, but we have a 6x6 with a rotator piece. So 6x6 is going to go on the top here to connect all the platform together. And then at this point, and the rotator. So at this point, I'm going to move the directions out of the way, and I'm going to move the camera up so you can see a little better what we're doing. So let's see, where are we next? Okay. And we're going to add some parts here. So our gates are going to end up over here on this side of the dock, and here, like so. And then some of the white gates are going to go on our personnel dock, like this. And a small mini build will make us a little safer with a life preserver or a lifesaver. And that will sit right in the middle here, just like that. Oop. Right here. Cool. All right, so then we're going to put our little lighthouse together so no one runs into the dock. And kind of unorthodox pieces here, we're going to take two single studs like this, and we're going to stick it right in the middle, like that. And the light. And it's going to go right here on our little outcropping. Cool. And we're also going to stick a ladder here, and another one on this side, in case someone decides to jump in the water. Cool. Alright, so now only got a couple things left to do, which is the crane. So here are our crane instructions. So we're going to start with this. Let's see if I can get the pieces out of the way so we can see what we're doing. There we go. Alright. Start with this, and we're going to put two reds together and stick it on like this. And start working around the top. And some L brackets. And one of these is going to go on the back. And then we're going to take this hinge, we're going to stick that in there like this. And this is where it gets a little confusing because the pieces are already connected, but the string here is going to go in here through the hole, and we are going to wrap it around the reel a little bit. Stick it through like this. And I'm going to leave it a little loose for now until I get the spoke in it, because we're going to put this peg through this hole, and it is going to be inside here like this. So now the string can't move because it's being held onto by the peg. And we're going to put our turning piece on it like this. Cool. And then we're going to put some windows into the back parts for the top part of our crane, because this is a too wide vehicle, of course. Sorry, 4-wide vehicle, not 2-wide vehicle. Some more windows. Where's the other window? Yeah, here it is. There we go. Onto the other side, like this. And then the chair for the driver of the crane. Gonna end up in here like that. And then our 2 black antennas are going to end up on the front. And this is what the driver is going to use to control the crane, which is our guy in the black suspenders. Turn his little hands so that they fit. There we go. Just like that. And then we're going to put his windshield in, like that. And the top of our crane, or again, it's going to get kind of weird. Oh, hang on a minute. Almost forgot the extra pieces along the top. There we go. And then the top of the crane box here. And then this piece with the hole in it is going to go on the top like this. There we go. And then I'm going to put this stud here. A couple single studs. And again, here is our hinge piece with our roof with hole in it for the sunroof, which we also haven't seen in quite a while, since the 90s. And that's going to sit on the top like here, so the driver can see above him and below him. And we're going to add a couple more things. Our part of the crane here. So we're going to route our string through the front like this. And add just the last couple pieces on the front for the crane. Just like that. And then I gotta work on the crane arms to go up and over the top of the crane. Like this. So the top of the tower will sit on these single pegs we just added like this. And this fin will go on the single peg on the back. Like that. And then we're going to add some counterweight. Let's see here. So we're doing this. And some 1x4s. And the top to hold on. Those are going to go on top like this. And we're going to add a spotlight so our crane driver can see on top of the cab. Like this. Ooh, that clip is stiff. Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. Put it on backwards. There we go. So it sits. Just sit like that. Just like that. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. I put this part on backwards. So It's going to go like that, so that this part fits into this part. There we go. Much more steady. All right. So now we have the crane arm here, which is the last little bit. Which I also haven't seen a lot of these pieces or these pieces in a while either. So we're going to work on this part first. We'll add some black pegs. We'll do one side of the crane arm first, like this. Oh, looks like someone took a bite out of it. Goodness. And then we'll add a gray peg in here. And I should have a second gray peg we're going to put in here. And then we're going to put the other side on like this. Snap the pegs together. So we have some articulation. And we're going to put this on the roof of the cab. Just like that. So getting the guy out is a little rough, but it still kind of works. So that design, yeah, okay, I grant you. From the 90s, they're kind of crazy. And then we're going to take this pad, this long piece, and we're going to put it on here like this. And we're going to look at these toothed circles here that I talked about in the beginning. Put them on either side, like so. Just like that. So now we have our rope. Oops. Hold on. Our rope is supposed to go between the arms on the bottom like this. There we go. Below our main mast. And then we take this part, and there is a lump inside this casing here, and that is going to go into this hole here. So we're going to put it just like this. There's two more lumps here that's going to snap into this back part. Oh, hang on a minute. I get the rope untwisted. There we go. And it's going to snap into the top hole like that. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta get that rope in the right place there. It's going to get real confusing. There we go. And then we have our entire crane. Just like this. So now, with a little bit of tension from the hook, we can, again, made of metal, we can reel in our hook. And as it bends back, the hinge mechanism moves the crane end like this. Oops. So, works together, as long as it's in the right place, of course. Cool. Well, wait a minute. Make sure it's in the right set of holes here. There we go. Bends forward, bends back. Look at that. Cool. Alright, last things to do here is to place our crane. Oh, there's a clock. Did I miss to put the clock somewhere? See? Clock? Don't think I did. Oh, I did forget to put the light top on top of the lighthouse. Let me go back and double check that real quick. So that goes on here like that. Cool. And then our crane, which you can see from the upper camera. I'm going to move the pieces out of the way. Gonna go and sit right on top, just like this. There. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And that's it. Got a couple other pieces to put on top of our whoop. Just gotta figure out where the clock went. On top of our ladders so people aren't wandering away. One here and one here. Just like that. We'll put our gate back and figure out where the clock went. Oh, I bet you that's not the clock. That's our control panel. I bet you that goes on the inside of the boat that I missed while I was going through it. Let's see. Yep. The clock and the control panel. As I said, because the boat has a lot of extra space in it, like that, go on the inside of the boat. So we'll put our control panel on this side. And our clock on the other side. There you go. So you can see the clock and the control panel right here. Right here. And then we'll put our front of our boat back on, like so. Awesome. And then I have some extra pieces here from when I was checking them. I think I might have missed ones that were already in, but that's okay. So, our instructions, and we have our, oh, I forgot, we have stickers here that we have to add. So, give me 1 second, let me move the boat out of the way. So, let me spin the dock this way toward you. So, a couple things we need to add before I forget is this here little pieces, these two studs, and this top. And then dock number 1 here. And this is going to go on to this stud here, just like this. And then we have number 1. It's going to slide into this place right there. Cool. Whew. And then we got some extra lights and everything, which are awesome. And last thing is our stickers. So they're going to go on the legs of the crane on here. So you see how long they are. Might be easier to take the crane off and the legs off, to be honest, to put the stickers on. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. And 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll stick this back onto. Whoop. There we go. And then for the Viking stickers that go onto the crane, we'll use our sticker, our piece separator to do. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Viking on both sides. Alright. Bring our back, put our crane back on the top, like so. There we go. Alright. So, don't think we need our piece separator anymore. We can put it away. There we go. Okay. I think that's about it. Nope. Put a light on top of our boat. It's the only other thing that's missing. There we go. And I think that's about it. Cool. Cool. Alright, so what we found finally is our spare pieces, which are a couple lights and some spare pieces I put in here. We have our dock, and our motor, our bicycle for our guy who is fishing, who is right here. There's our fishing guy. Put him on the dock here. We have our our truck, which rides up right and fits right under the crane, which is awesome. Finally, our boat, completely built with the crane on it, comes into port and sits very nicely so that our crane could come back up here, drop down, and help take stuff off the boat, and also the boat itself can use the crane to take stuff off the boat. And there you have it. 35 years of waiting. 6541 Intercoastal Seaport. Awesome build, awesome set. Can't believe I have it, and I finally do. Awesome. Thanks for doing this build with me video. If you built this with me after 35 years, this is still an amazing set. to have and to play with. I'm super excited to put my son with this set tomorrow, and there's just so much to do, so much to play with. Oh, I'm so glad I got this. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this Build With Me video, come watch more, build more things with me, and hang out. Also, subscribe to this channel so you know when we're doing more Build With Me videos, more reviews. Subscribe to Cyril's channel. As Cyril says, play well, and thank you for building with me, and I'll catch you later.